vitamin D has been in the news a lot lately. Vitamin D has been shown to be important for far more things than nutritionists and doctors previously thought. Everybody thinks about vitamin D as the calcium vitamin, and vitamin D is important to your body's storage and supply of calcium. Vitamin D is essential, especially for older women, because it does help to prevent osteoporosis.
Because it's actually dealing with the calcium that helps build.
That's right.
Bring the calcium to the bones.
That's right.
Yeah.
Calcium helps your body to keep your dietary calcium in your body. A lot of people say it helps to absorb calcium, but what it actually does is help you keep calcium, to retain calcium.
But
so it's very important.
So we all thought we had enough vitamin D if you went outside and you got some sunshine. But now what have we learned?
The sun is highly overrated as a source for vitamin D. First of all, we live in a northern climate where we don't get a lot of sun. Yep. People are cautioned to use sunscreens and wear hats to protect them from the sun. And this inhibits our body's ability to synthesize vitamin D.
But what do we need to know so now we know you should take vitamin D because you may not be getting enough of it in your diet. How will we get vitamin D in our diet? From dairy?
Vitamin D is in dairy foods. Right. It's also in small quantities in fish.
Right.
But most people don't get enough from vitamin D. The sad truth is that even people in good diets, even Americans who have relatively good diets, don't get enough vitamin D. One of the reasons that vitamin D is in big news is that it's now common to test for vitamin D. In previous years it wasn't, so we simply didn't know. But it has been shown that, that most women over middle age are deficient in vitamin D, and overall 40% of Americans are deficient in vitamin D.
Wow.
And
So what do we need to know when we step up to the counter here and we look at the vitamin D on the shelf? What can you tell us about this?
Well, first of all, you might want to look at the potency and make a decision about what strength of vitamin D to use in a supplement. The standard that's been around for 20 or 25 years is the 400 IU vitamin D, but doctors today are recommending anywhere between 1,000 IUs of vitamin D, like the one you were holding, on up to 5,000 units of vitamin D.
Wow. So you would take one capsule a day?
Yes.
And for those who are really deficient, it could go up to as much as 5,000.
Right, 5,000. A common protocol, especially if you've been diagnosed as being deficient in vitamin D, is to take 5,000 IUs, take one bottle, so that would be for 3 months, 90 capsules for 3 months, and then to be retested or to just switch to a lower potency.
So you must talk to people who have just come from their doctor who give you that information as their protocol.
Most people coming from knowledgeable doctors anyway, looking for vitamin D, are looking for a higher strength, 2,000 to 5,000 IUs.
Did I hear anything lately about vitamin D associated with heart disease? Is that something you've read?
Not so much with heart disease, but vitamin D is associated with many more very important things than was previously thought. For example, it's winter time, and everybody knows about the condition known as seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. People tend to get depressed in the winter. Part of the reason for that is that our vitamin D levels plummet. And vitamin D can improve your mental outlook, your cheerfulness, and stave off anxiety and stave off depression.